Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Fanged Reacts. I am the Fanged One with you as always, and we are watching All of Us Are Dead, a South Korean zombie show from Netflix. If you haven't checked it out, grab yourself a Netflix account, go and check it out. I highly recommend it. It is by far one of the better zombie TV shows that has been made in recent memory. It's not quite as good as Walking Dead, but it's close. And the dubbing is very good for a show that has to be dubbed over. So we are going to be trying something new in today's episode. I'm kind of throwing things against the wall and seeing what sticks as far as how to record these. So I've tried recording the big screen with me and the little screen with the show, and I've tried recording the big screen with the show and the little screen with me. It doesn't seem to be helping as far uh, as getting this past the content ID. Um, I have tried messing with the audio, and apparently I don't need to do that. Apparently, all I need to do is I needed to put some kind of a filter over the top of the video. But what I'm going to do now is rather than recording both at the same time, I'm going to watch it, record my reaction, uh, record the episodes separately, and then splice them together in editing, and maybe use the clips of me where I can bring down, I could bring the episode down completely in certain scenes, um, and see if that helps. I don't know if it will or not. We're gonna find out. Um, but so far, we have reached the point where the kids have basically given up on military rescue. The military did show up. The military did show up, but immediately upon beginning the rescue of the kids, the main guy in charge got news that one of the kids they'd already rescued was asymptomatic and could turn basically back and forth from zombie to not zombie at will. And they had no way of knowing if she was infected because she only showed signs as far as testing could pick up if she was turned, which that is a very unique thing for a show like this to do. I've never seen a show take that tact before, and I like it because that does kind of lay credence to the way that might work in real life with a virus, because viruses do have a tendency to do that. They have a tendency to hide, go dormant, pop back up, go dormant, pop back up. There are multiple diseases that do this. COVID right now, as we are dealing with, is starting to do that, where it will infect you, hit you hard, go away for 3 or 4 days, come back, hit you hard a second time, last for about a week, go away, and it'll stay dormant for 6 or 8 months before like long COVID starts popping up. Also, for the love of God, if you are a COVID denier, shut up, leave me alone. I don't care. I really don't. I don't care. This is a movie reaction channel, not a place for you to spew your political nonsense. So please just keep it to yourself. Okay? Um, the I'm a little curious what they're going to do as far as the bully character is concerned, because he was hiding from the storm at the end of the last episode, and I don't understand how he's going to be able to follow them if he can't have seen them leave, unless he mentioned when he was on the roof with them how Namra smelled good, and I'm wondering if that possibly isn't going to be how he finds them. He tracks Namra's scent, but we're going to find out. So let's go ahead and get this episode started and get these last 3 episodes of season 1 done. We did decide on the next series as far as the choices in the poll. The poll is already going to be done probably by the time this airs. But your 4 options are Mayans MC, Snowfall, The Shield, and something my wife has not seen, but I have. As in, she'd come in with me, we'd react together. I don't know how we're going to do it with this camera because this camera is barely containing me. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into episode 10 of All of Us Are Dead. If you haven't subscribed already, please consider subscribing. We're still a very, very new channel and we're still growing. So I appreciate everybody's support. Those of you who would like to show your support, please do so. Those of you who have been here since this channel first started in the first episode, welcome back. And I hope all of you who are joining us for the first time will be continuing on with the journey as we move on from show to show to show to show. Let's go ahead and jump into episode 10. You guys ready? Let's do this. I had forgotten like how horrifying that would be when you stop and think about it. Just seeing your mom in that condition, seeing your dad in that condition, seeing basically any of your loved ones in that condition would just be absolutely horrifying. I had actually wondered about that from the last episode. Like when they started crawling under the truck, it took a minute before he actually saw her. And I was thinking, like, what happens when they get to the other side of that truck and his mom's there? Like, but it looks like they didn't actually get all the way under. They just started to crawling about halfway, I would say, and then you saw her. Yeah, there was no way he was just sitting. There was zero chance he was just sitting there and letting that happen. Zero shot. Dude, you hit like a girl. Stop hitting like a girl. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I know that's your mom and everything and all that, but like, dude, shut the fuck up. Zombies? Anybody? Like, shut the fuck up. And stop hitting like a girl. Man, there goes Bear Sue. Are none of y'all gonna stop for a second and just kind of think, why is he acting like this? Like, that's all it took. One single mom. It's all it took. Oh, that. Being in the rain adds a lot to this, to be honest with you. It really does. If you can stop with the zombies crawling up the stairs, that would be wonderful. I asked about that in one of the previous episodes. I want to say it was 6, I think. That I always wondered how zombies would get upstairs because with the way they walk, they'd fall. But like, it's still incredibly uncomfortable to watch. It's just there's something just incredibly creepy about it. I apologize for pausing so much, guys. Trying to test out various things and see what works. You knew she wasn't leaving. She wasn't leaving Sue. Like you knew that. My guy, don't tell somebody who just watched his mom get beaten with a pipe to pull himself together. Just don't do that. I want to give a personal shout out to the actor who played Changsan. One of the biggest issues I've always had with movies is you'll have a scene where people are yelling at each other, or there's an argument happening, or there's something emotional happening, but they're missing something here. And a lot of acting is in the eyes. It's very difficult to fake real, genuine emotion. Um, a good example of a really good actress, like domestically, that does that is if anybody saw that bit with uh, the chick who plays 11 on Stranger Things, Millie Bobby Brown. If anybody saw the lie detector test that she did, it's when they ask her if she had lied about any question that they hadn't covered yet. It's she became a whole different person after she said yes. She said yes, and then it's like the mask she put on dropped, and it was one of the most amazing things to witness as a fan of cinema. Seeing her just immediately turn it off. That was yeah. So the actor who plays Chong Song, he's really really good at emoting with the eyes. That she right. I love the choice they made to slow everything down, to slow the music down, to slow the even the voices down, to where there's almost a echoing pitch to him when he yells that. It's as if for him everything slows down in that moment. It's a very very nice choice. See, there it is again. You can tell you can tell how much she loves her son. And I was unfair to her, I think, when I was talking about don't name your chicken joint after your son. It may very well have been that she knew she'd have one someday and loved him so much that she wanted to honor him even before his conception. Like she always knew she was going to have one. She always knew this would be his name. Because you can't look at you can't have a mother looking at their child the way that this actress is looking at him right now, having fallen asleep doing his homework. That's more than just pride. That's more than just admiration. Like that's genuine affection. I think I may have misjudged this one. Just laying the head down to yeah. Although parents out there don't do this, not because children don't want your love and admiration, but do you have any idea how much it would scare the dog shit out of any child to be falling asleep on your homework, and when you open your eyes, your mother's face is like 10 inches from you, just staring at you while you sleep? Just hell no. To go from her face the way it was before to that, just, who dropped the pipe? I love the way they're going in separate directions because of the way the thunder is messing with their sense of direction. Very nice touch. This man said no. This man said no. Zombies are kids. Zombies are kids.
Hear that? Those goddamn fucking zombies? Shit.
I don't think those were zombies.
Let's run.
To the mountain.
Girl, if you don't get up. And of course, the terrified one is the one that ends up stopping or being stopped to help her. Don't run away.
Help me.
Grab her. Oh, she's gonna run away. She's gonna. Yep. That was a hell of a tackle. Oh, what a. Oh, and it's her. She ain't gonna miss. You would think that would hurt the lip. So that was her brother. That was her brother right there. Would you have like? Can zombies swim though? You think? Hey, at least she got out. And she's covering the rear like a goddamn general.
Come on, let's go!
Well, at least they're out of the rain.
What's wrong, Nana?
Out of the frying pan into the fucking fire, bitch. I guarantee you there's an entire gymnasium full of zombies right here. I just from the look on Namra's face and the fact she can smell them. Oh, this is gonna be bad. Run.
Run.
All she said. Run.
Let's go.
Y'all better go.
Shit.
Run! Not dying tonight! Just save yourself!
I'd have been like, okay. That's the difference between me and her, though, because like I'd have genuinely been like, okay, run, leave me, okay. But she's deep down behind like the tough girl exterior that she puts on. She's actually a very good person, I think. Like she's not gonna just leave him. And this man is always pulling some gymnastic style shit.
Are you crazy? Let go!
Yeah, he's done. He's 100% done. Yeah, like there was nothing you could do at that point. He was done. That zombie came at him like this. That dude is in just pure shock. At least you got your sister back, though. It's more than anybody else here has.
Hey.
Yeah, this is where they're going to start apologizing to him about his mom.
So sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't know she was your mom.
And you better not hold a fucking grudge. Like, they're zombies. They weren't thinking. They were thinking about defending themselves. And the second they heard you say, Mom, all of them stopped. So if you take a swing at this guy, like, I literally hope he beats you into the floor. I need to do something about this damn chair.
Sorry.
Yeah, see, that is the correct reaction. Or pretty close to the correct reaction. You're the only person he has left.
Sorry.
What happened to old boy's dad? Like, I swear his dad was in that restaurant with his mom, and then she went out to do something. His dad could be a zombie in the city, though, I suppose. Yeah, dude, you're screwed. Yep, nope. She's doing some good dodge moves. The worst thing you can do though is stay like on the ground like that, crying. Get up and run. Yeah, right there. What you? Oh, do not do what I think you're about to do. We have seen a parent look at their son's friend who's turned. We've seen a child look at a parent who is turned. What we have not seen yet is a parent eat a child. No, don't do that. Just I get that South Korean shows like to push the envelope and really push that emotional narrative, but please, for the love of God, do not have me watch this girl get eaten by her mom. The way this is turning makes me really uncomfortable. Thank you for at least not showing me, because I'm pretty sure that was her mom. Boy, you are out here by yourself. You better move fast. Yeah, there you go. Move faster than that. Are we gonna have another cool transition here?
A virus must have a consistent pattern for us to create a vaccine. Transforms and evolves on its own.
Such good transitions from human to zombie. Just so good.
It is an ever-changing monster.
I do not like the. When did they start getting those? Because that's really uncomfortable to look at. I can handle blood. I can handle like surgical procedures and things like that. But there's just something about there's two things. One, any kind of slow, like I can't deal with it. It's why I can't watch movies like Saw and Hostel. Like slow torture, for lack of a better term. Like I call them torture porn. But any torture porn is a no go for me. Sorry, I needed to do something with my fan, so it wasn't blowing in my headset. But torture porn is a no go for me. But also, like, really detailed sickness is another one. Pus boils, like large goiters. Like I can't fucking do it. My old lady loves like the pimple popper videos. I can't do it. I can't. It it makes me just yeah.
It's impossible to create a vaccine. There's only one solution. Slaughter.
I'm sorry.
The host. So not a single cell remains.
So basically, just you have to take out the entire thing, the entire horde.
Humankind will end.
It's such a prevalent virus.
The file is massive, so we couldn't analyze it all, but a significant portion is credible, sir.
Did you hear they're expanding martial law?
Martial law? Why would they do that if we're handling it well?
Because you're not handling it well.
What about Hyo-san?
The fuck do you mean? What about Hyo-san?
We may have seized our rescue operation for now, but there might not be another time to rescue survivors.
I thought they weren't doing that because of the whole asymptomatic people.
The moment the blockade is penetrated by the infected, we'll have to step up and abandon Hyo-san.
Childish to think the party
Letter
leader
of
came
resignation.
personally to save me. You came to dump me.
My NIS source says something.
No. They no.
Very soon in Hyo-san.
They're making you
You
step
know
the hell
this
down and
much.
replacing you,
If
like
something
because
bad really does happen,
they need a scapegoat, and
say
girl,
you
you're
even
it.
resigned from your post thinking it would help prevent it. No one would even think of blaming you.
Blame me for what?
Trust me, you're gonna sign it. I'll protect your political career till the end.
Anybody else think that he looks a bit like Wong from Jurassic Park?
Abandon it.
Sign it within the day, and hand it to the person in charge of this place.
That was a really bad bit of voice acting from him. Whoever did his dubbing, just a really bad bit of voice
Sir?
acting.
Can you hear me?
Let's go.
Excuse me, sir. Damn. Assemblywoman? They're getting us out now, right?
Does this idiot really think they're here to save him? No, they're not. They're not. No. He says you're fucked. The hell are you trying to go in there for? You need cake? It did not take you 3 hits to get in there. You're a goddamn firefighter. I'll tell you what I'm not doing, though. I'm not making a loud ass noise by breaking that glass and then immediately walking into the building. Like, if anything, I'm going to break that glass and kind of bang it around a little bit, maybe, to see if anything comes rushing at the door. What the hell are you ribbon for? These two are all cuddling up together. That's hilarious. So, as somebody who, because of the lung issues I've been having lately, has had to sleep sitting up a lot lately, let me just go ahead and share how difficult this is. Like, it is a lot more difficult to sleep sitting up, like Bo Chick is, with your head on your chin like that. It is really difficult to stay asleep comfortably like that. Like, God, their backs must be so sore. That man's in heaven though, or as close as he can be after what happened to his mom. Like he's got the girl he loves sleeping on his shoulder. That little sad smile.
I thought about it all night long. How do I live?
Carefully. That is a very real question for like kids who would be in a situation with no parents. Yeah.
Don't we talk about this later? Tomorrow or the day after? Or next week, maybe?
Why? But why? Why not now? Like,
And shower first, okay? We'll talk about it then.
that looks almost like there's like a problem with translation because that looked like it was meant to be a joke. Like the little I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
We have a lot to talk about, you know. Let's give it time.
If this was like a stupid, Netflix cartoon, that line right there would have literally sent the shippers crazy. Like it would have sent them into overdrive making fanfic fan art for this.
Whatever happens, please don't give up. Okay? Never.
Like that is a girl who is trying her best to tell you without telling you, Like, stay here for me. Oh, so that's why he needed the God, I can that oh, that made me dizzy. That quick turn with all them trees creating just like, oh, that messed with my eyes. Come on, man. You gotta get through that. Oh, that, nope. That. Oh, God. That hurt my rib cage. If you listen to the rolls, he tumbled 4 or 5 separate times, which is 4 or 5 full rotations. He was probably going 10, maybe 12 miles per hour when he hit just rib cage first. Oh, that, if he didn't have broken ribs. I'll tell you what, though, he's got to be glad he didn't have that shotgun anymore. You didn't hit your head. How is your head bleeding? Oh, he's gonna die. He's gonna die.
What is it? Do you see something?
Okay, so actually, not necessarily. That doesn't necessarily mean he's gonna die. They may get out of this room before he finds them, and his daughter realizes he's in the school by finding that flashlight. Like that is also a possibility.
We're all trapped in here for good now.
Boy, if you don't quit being pessimistic.
Please don't say that.
Ah, damn it. Let them kill us if they want.
This girl's like, I'm about to beat you with this bat. Is this man gonna confess his feelings?
What's your deal?
Because remember, back on the roof, they had that secret revealing little circle around the campfire, around the fire thing, and his thing was that he had a thing for old boy's sister, and this is about to be either really good or really bad.
I think you're the perfect girl.
What?
You
This man said, "What?"
Freak? Hey, what's wrong with you?
I watched you. Caught myself yelling Copper Beauty a few times. I really liked you.
This man put earmuffs on his big sister.
For many years. Now, I want to be a man and not just a fan.
That's actually a really, really good line for. I can't believe I'm about to say this word aloud. For as far as Riz go, I hate. God, I hate that fucking word. As far as game goes, using something from a little more my era, but as far as game goes, that's a really, really good line. Like I went to all your practices, I went to all your tournaments, I cheered you on, and girl, like I want to be more than a fan. I want to be a man. Like that's good.
I'm gonna die anyway. I just want to say what I want first.
Oh no, no. Like the look on her face, she was either really into it or really not.
You're Dae-Soo, right? You call my brother brother-in-law?
Yeah. So that means you knew.
Must be nice to meet me.
Yes.
Then you're okay with dying?
Yes. What? Today? Ah!
It must be really nice to meet me. Yes. Oh, so you're okay with dying today? Wait, what? This girl is a troll, and I live for it.
Good. I'm pissed off. You needed to vent.
Woojin, stop her!
Hurry.
It is.
No,
Get over here now.
why don't you understand? I really like you.
Get over here, dear husband.
Sorry.
Stop her, Woojin!
This woman said, "Get over here, dear husband." If she wasn't one of my favorite characters before this moment, she definitely is now.
That's not it!
He put on a helmet. I was wondering what the hell was going to be happening with him as far as all this goes, because he couldn't follow them during the storm, so I was wondering what was going to happen with him.
Where did those shitheads run off to now?
Whoever voiced him does a really good job at whispering without actually losing too much inflection and force in his voice. It's a really good talent. Boy, what are you doing?
Can we move this? Do you think it's possible?
What are you gonna do? Hide in those? I mean, you could technically flip them over.
If we can tie.
Well, no, those are only half. They're
We need
yeah, that's what I
strings
thought.
or something
They're
to tie them
halfway.
together.
You wouldn't be able to get in them.
Hey, there's no way this is going to work. We should flip it over completely so that we can hide underneath.
We should stand it up.
Yeah, zombie sure can't climb that.
That's enough.
Don't be redo them.
It's too short. If we close the lids, unless you want us crawling. Pulling rank right now?
Hey, say it to my face.
He kind of
If
just
you don't
did.
like it, make your own.
There.
Oh shit, are you crazy?
She is kind of an asshole.
Just stop her.
Come on, say it again.
Do everyone a favor and stay out of our way. Who the hell is she to tell us we have to redo it?
Who the hell is she? Your fucking night.
She was like, "Just shut up and just."
You won't just leave them here, right?
I wish, but no.
We're going together anyway. Why fight now, huh?
Just do as I say unless you want to die out there, which you might.
I'm not fighting to die. I'm fighting because I want to live.
Then do it.
Okay, you're being a little much at this point.
Get
Too
back
young.
here, you hear me? Get back here! Let go of me, asshole! You think I'm doing this because I want to die?
Ooh, Namra's had enough.
You are?
Class president.
Class press.
Yeah, see, I figured that would come
One,
up.
split up.
Man was like, "Shoot."
Is it smart to vote on life and death matters and just follow the majority? What if we collectively decide to do the wrong thing?
You know there's such a thing as
I mean, if you collectively decide to do the wrong thing, at least there's not one person to blame. It was a group decision.
2. We fold the lids, make a box.
This man looked at his friend like, really? Really?
Option 1, receive the majority.
That man voted with his sister.
So make
You
the
know,
walls
you know that's
high.
what it is.
Why are kids so damn rude these days?
And you're not?
Don't say that in front of the underclassmen.
This is a virus that was created using Lee Byung-chan's method.
Don't say that in front of the
This is a sample from
underclassmen.
infected.
Commander, sir. They broke through the barricade.
God damn, that was quick.
How bad is the spread? They're taking Route 643 into downtown Yeongdong. We sent Army reservists from the area to the barricades.
And evacuate the city. Call in all the advisors.
Yes, sir.
You said you had a friend in the NIS?
Yes.
Ask him to meet.
Anything stupid. Just do it. Oh, shit. Shut it down.
Hey, come here.
I almost got killed, Professor.
Hey. Chocolate bar.
See, everybody heard chocolate bar and immediately spun the fuck around.
Oh, expired.
Okay, so what?
Okay, yeah, you're right.
No, that could actually be very dangerous, from what I understand, depending on how expired it is. Like expired chocolate can be poisonous, depending on how far it's expired. I think.
It
Let me
needs
know
to
in the
feed all
comments
of us.
section down below, guys.
Okay?
That is not what Namra wants to eat.
Hey,
What?
Junyoung didn't have any. How could you?
That's some bullshit. Like, why does it have to come down to the big guy being the one to leave out somebody else from eating? Like, God, there are some stereotypes and cliches in movies like this that just need to go. I'm not saying you can't have somebody that does this because it's a high probability when you're in a survival situation that somebody's going to get greedy, but having it always be the heavy guy, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm biased. As y'all can see, not a little dude.
Eat it all.
No, I thought I was last. I'm really sorry.
Take off.
I'm taking shit like y'all have rope and like duct tape. I saw it in the little building thing that y'all had. Like I'm taking things like that cooler lid, breaking the lid off, and like
Hey, Chung-san.
What?
Do you really hate me?
Mm,
Why not?
crazy. I've never hated you at all. That amazes me too.
that this whole bit of dialogue makes zero sense. When did he ever say he hated her? You have to wonder if that's a mistake with the dubbing and the dubbing script that they were given, because that may have been the opposite of that, and they didn't catch it. You know, do you really love me? And it's because the dude nodded yes when he answered that. When he went or when in their version he went which should have been a shake of the head. But instead it was nod, like up and down. And you have to wonder if the conversation actually was, Chong-san, do you really love me? Why? I don't know. I just always have, or something of that nature. I think that's what that was supposed to be. I do not like the way they're focusing in on this guy. Like first the candy bit, and now that. Like I don't like that. It makes me very uneasy.
I'm scared.
The group's starting to kind of trust Namra again.
I'm gonna take the lead. You take the back.
I like how those two have kind of become like the de facto muscle, like the protectors of the group.
Shit. You better be right with.
Honestly, these kind of zombies are the only real threat. Like the ones that walk slowly and shamble, I've never understood how people can die from them. Oh, that's actually a really smart idea. Take them all in a straight line and kind of flip them around. So that makes zero sense. I can understand all of you, like, you bring it out in a straight line, you bring it around in a circle, you all take a different section to bring it all together, and then you each tie off additional ties to your specific sections. That makes complete sense. But when you yell push, like Sue did, why the fuck aren't all of you picking a direction or haven't already picked a direction when you were in that room? Like, we're going to go There's a door on the far end of the gymnasium on the right hand side. We're gonna go to that door. We're gonna put one of the parts of the circle up against that door, unlock just that part, open it up, and then we basically have to hold that to the wall while somebody gets the door open and we all leave. So, with that said, why, when he yells push, are all of you staying in your respective little stations? If all of you know you're going that way, then all of you should be right in that little area right there. All of you should be crammed shoulder to shoulder in that little area right there, pushing in a straight line. That's what happens when you're all spread out like that. That should have actually been their strategy, honestly. Even if you take out Sue, Chong-san, and the chick with the bow. Have them in the middle, have everybody pointed in one direction, and have them, like, basically whacking anybody in the head that even gets remotely close to the top. Just think of it like a big circular game of whack-a-mole. Did not teach, like, the girls in South Korea, like, how to hit something. You don't take little, even a fairly big, strong dude isn't going to be able to get enough power in, what, a foot and a half? No, it's all the way back to where it's basically making an L with your upper arms. You don't do this. Make an L with your arms. This should make the weapon horizontal directly over the top of your head. And bring it in a downward motion as fast as you can. And stop, and don't stop until you're at the back of the person's head. Do not hit here and stop here. Hit here and stop here. Is this man going like classroom to classroom? Oh, he caught the scent. Something about how leisurely this dude strolls from place to place really, like, it's really unnerving. And out the window he goes. He's about to get bit. He's about to get bit. Why in the hell would you put your... Idiot. I knew I had a bad feeling about him from the way that the camera was showing him. I knew I had a bad feeling about him.
Are you okay?
Shit. I said I'd take responsibility.
Yes, you did. You said you'd be out in front, too. Is he going to grab them off the part they can move the easiest? And see, there you go. Grab it and pull as they're pushing. Like, that is a fighter right there. That is genuinely going to bring tears to my eyes. Just him shouting, "Make it home." The way she reaches, that's going to get me. The way she reaches up to kind of touch his hand sitting on the top, as if trying to comfort him in the only way she... Oh, no, that's... There are certain things you can do in a movie like this that don't require dialogue, like, and that's one of them. That's a beautiful, beautiful way to show your audience that, again, through her tough exterior, she genuinely cares about people. And all she wants in that moment is to provide him with some kind of comfort. That is just amazing. and she doesn't want to let him go. I actually kind of wish that was Big Guy, and like Big Guy and the sister. That would have been a really touching moment for them. All right, you've got about 10 feet. How are you going to clear off? Like, they're all around you. How are you going to clear off one section of this to press into the door? The transitions from human to zombie in this show are so good, and this is one of the few times I don't want to see it. The only other time I haven't wanted to see it was the time that I don't know if it was real, because it was shown through the eyes of the girl who was having the mental breakdown in that music room with the teacher. But this is one of the few times I don't want to see this transformation. I like this guy. And she's watching it as if to punish herself for the disagreement they had in the storage closet. Rather than looking at the door with the rest of the group, even though she barely knew this kid, she's staring at him and watching him turn. Chong-san, you got to do it, man. You got to do it.
Each of those red dots.
I really like the fact that they didn't show it. Like they continued to keep you guessing.
First,
using cell phones to track the hordes as they're moving outward to the borders.
Consider them like a dangerous animal in the mountains, entering civilization when they run out of food.
Which makes zero sense in the grand scheme of this story, because this isn't a zombie story in your typical vein, from what I understand. The way I'm understanding the way this virus works, it's about rage, aggression, and basically turning fight or flight off, or well, turning fight or flight into just fight. They aren't actually eating people. Like, there's no half-eaten humans. They bite until they begin to turn and then stop. So I don't understand how food could be a motivator. I don't get it.
Coming right after, the city of Seoul.
Seems a bit of a stretch if you ask me.
2 weeks to Seoul. 2 weeks to Seoul.
Done.
And if Seoul is infected, the world is infected, with it being such a big travel hub.
Her heart rate is reaching 250.
A heart rate of 250. What would be an abnormal heart rate? Like, would it be, is it above 250 now?
Tell tactics to come up with.
Now, one way you could explain the hunger, because it is in her, and it's also in Bully Guy. He had mentioned how hungry he was more than once. But one of the ways you could explain that in a way that makes sense is by boosting the aggression and boosting like a lot of the chemical reactions in the body. It also boosts metabolism. And so the body, after it turns, is burning thousands of calories more than a regular human does because of the constant overdrive the body's in. So the standard regular person needs 2,000 calories a day in order to continue to live a comfortable life. You could have said in this series that it went from 2,000 calories to like 20,000 calories. And because they're not eating at all because of the virus, it makes them so hungry that anything with meat looks like food. That would have made all of this make sense. Hey, Dad. Oh, you made it to the school, it looks like. How in the hell are you going to have a lock on that fence, but the only thing genuinely keeping it closed is this little tiny, this little thin-ass metal? You're on school property. What the hell are they building? So you got fractured ribs, as this guy probably does. Rolling down a set of concrete stairs has to be just so painful. Okay, so they're up against the fence. Okay, there you go. There you go. Sue had a good idea. And the door's locked. No, that's actually a really good idea, and what he should be doing, rather than just taking the bat and taking downward strikes like this, he'd be stepping back and taking full swings. Because that's what I straight up, I'd destroy that handle. Yeah, Dad's ribs have to be killing him. If this is Dad, I think it is Dad. Yeah, she is about to lose it from losing that guy. She's hitting him with her helmet. It was actually a really good strategy. One piece of it. Oh, this is bad. No, Namra to the rescue. This girl is a straight up goat. You're lucky they won't bite you. Like, you are so lucky, because they'd be gnawing at your hands through there like that. They'd be gnawing at your knuckles and shit. No, you had the right idea. You had the right idea, Sue. You couldn't close it behind you after you left, but which would basically defeat the purpose of it being of the door being there in the first place. Although I suppose you could run. Is this chick gonna open the door and like bully guy is gonna be there? Because he definitely heard something. Or smelled something. Yeah, so here he comes. Nope, it's her dad. There is enough time for that later. You need to get the rest of those kids out that goddamn door. Well, that's episode 10. Let's talk about it, guys. Okay, so that was an episode that had one of the better starts of any of the episodes of this entire series. The running for their lives through the rain that ended episode 9 and started episode 10. Absolutely beautiful camera work. The acting was great. I was not expecting the chick who had lost her parents to fall the way she did. I am glad they didn't show that too much. It would have been a little much for me. The humor in this episode was on par with what I've come to expect from some of the lighter-hearted moments in the show. The exchange between the guy's sister and his friend was great. The get over here, dear husband, like all of that was just absolutely wonderful. We have 2 episodes left, guys, and I have a bad feeling about her dad for the start of the next episode. I have a very bad feeling about that because bully guy is like he could hear the banging from where he was. I'm not 100% sure if they're not going to fake us out and have him end up having gone someplace else and he's hearing somebody else banging. But I have a bad feeling about her dad. And this first season is probably going to end with the city being bombarded. That's my guess for how this will end. They'll pull the trigger on dropping on the city, and that'll be like the last shot. With possibly the kids watching it from like the mountains, them watching like the fire spread from the mountains. That would be my guess on how this ends. But we will see. We've got 2 episodes left. I will see you guys tomorrow for episode 11. Until then, take it easy, everybody. Later.